Entitlement in sports isn't a new concept, but it's increasingly becoming a hot topic, often served with a side of humor in discussions about team dynamics and fan interactions. At its core, entitlement involves an assumption of success or preferential treatment, not necessarily earned by past performance or current effort. It's like expecting a trophy just for showing up. This mindset can be toxic, leading to complacency and a lack of progress. Imagine running a race, but only because you think you're owed the finish line. The Boston Celtics, a storied NBA franchise, have recently displayed signs of this detrimental attitude, especially in crucial games. It seems they sometimes forget that the other team wants to win just as badly. Often, entitlement stems from a history of success, leading teams and their fans to expect victories as a matter of routine rather than the result of continuous hard work and innovation. It's like expecting a birthday cake every day just because you had one last year. The Celtics, with their rich championship legacy, are a prime example of how a glorious past can cast long shadows over present efforts. They're not just playing against opponents, they're playing against their own history books. Fans and analysts have pointed out moments in recent games where the team seemed to rely more on their historic reputation than on their performance on the court. It's like using an old expired coupon and hoping it still works. This sense of entitlement can spread from the players to the fans, creating an environment where every loss is met with disbelief and excuses, rather than a constructive analysis of the team's current strategies and execution. It's like blaming the sun for shining too brightly on game day. This cultural issue, if left unchecked, threatens to undermine the very foundations of a team's future success. It's a slippery slope, greased with the oil of past victories. The following sections will explore this phenomenon more deeply, using the Celtics as a focal point, and hopefully with a few more laughs along the way. The Boston Celtics' recent seasons have been a roller coaster with thrilling highs and disappointing lows. During these periods, one can observe the palpable sense of entitlement that sometimes overshadows their play. Instances where the team has underestimated lesser opponents or displayed a lack of effort in key moments are telling. It's as if the team expects to win on the basis of their jerseys alone, forgetting the hard work that those before them put into building the Celtics' legacy. Take, for example, a recent playoff game where the Celtics lost to a lower-seeded team. The body language and post-game interviews suggested a team that was shocked to have been challenged so fiercely. This reaction is indicative of a deeper issue, an expectation to win not because they were the better team that day, but because they are historically the better team. This mindset can alienate new talents who are essential for injecting fresh energy and perspectives into the team. Moreover, this entitlement affects the fans' expectations and reactions. Fans play a crucial role in shaping the team's atmosphere and attitude. When fans exhibit entitlement, it reinforces the same attitude in players, creating a cycle of unmet expectations and frustration. This cycle can be damaging not only to the team's morale, but also to its overall performance and fan base loyalty. Entitlement is not exclusive to basketball or the Celtics. It's a widespread issue affecting various sports and teams around the world. For instance, in European football, teams like Manchester United and Real Madrid have struggled with similar issues. Their illustrious histories sometimes lead to an expectation of success, which is not always realistic, given the current dynamics of the sport and the competition. In American football, the Dallas Cowboys have often been referred to as America's team, a label that brings with it a certain level of expectation and entitlement. This has been evident in the team's fluctuating performance and the intense scrutiny it faces from both fans and media. The weight of historical success can be burdensome, impacting player performance and overall team morale. Similarly, in individual sports like tennis, players who have experienced early success sometimes struggle with entitlement as their careers progress. They may feel that victories should come easier than they do, overlooking the constant evolution of their competitors' skills and strategies. This mindset can hinder their ability to adapt and grow, ultimately affecting their success and career longevity. Entitlement can lead to a host of negative outcomes for sports teams. First and foremost, it breeds complacency. When teams believe they deserve to win based on past glories or their perceived status, they may not put in the necessary work required to compete at the highest level. This complacency often shows up in critical moments where grit and determination are the deciding factors between victory and defeat. Moreover, entitlement can lead to a toxic atmosphere within the team. Players might become less receptive to coaching, resistant to criticism, and disconnected from teammates who don't share their sense of entitlement. This can create divisions within the squad, reduce the effectiveness of team strategies, and ultimately lead to poor results on the field or court. Additionally, entitlement can skew a team's tactical approaches. Coaches might feel pressured to stick with traditional strategies or veteran players. Fearing change might upset the established order. This can prevent the team from innovating and adapting, key components for sustained success in today's rapidly evolving sports environments. The first step in overcoming entitlement is recognition. Teams, athletes, and even fans need to acknowledge that success in sports is never guaranteed and must be earned through consistent effort and adaptability. For the Celtics, this could mean a cultural reset that emphasizes humility and hard work, starting from the management down to the players. Education and communication play pivotal roles in this transformation. Coaches and management should openly discuss the dangers of entitlement with their teams, setting clear expectations and consequences for complacency. For fans, media and community leaders can help reshape expectations through candid discussions about the realities of the sport and the team's current status. Finally, fostering a culture of continuous improvement can help mitigate feelings of entitlement. This involves setting short-term, realistic goals that focus on effort and growth rather than just outcomes. For athletes, it means committing to ongoing training and development, while fans should support the team's process and progress regardless of immediate results. Entitlement can be a formidable enemy in the world of sports, but it's not invincible. By recognizing the signs of entitlement and actively working to counteract them, teams like the Boston Celtics can open a new chapter in their storied history. This new era would be defined not by resting on laurels but by a relentless pursuit of excellence, grounded in hard work and humility. For Celtics fans, this shift will require patience and a new understanding of what it means to support their team. Celebrating effort and progress rather than just victories will foster a healthier relationship between the team and its supporters, ultimately contributing to a more robust and resilient sports culture. In conclusion, as we look forward to future games, let's remember that the true spirit of sports lies not in entitlement, but in the endless quest for improvement and the joy of the game itself. For the Celtics, as for all teams grappling with the shadow of past successes, the path forward is clear. It's time to earn it, game by game.